Welcome back everyone to some more teasers of red floods. So yeah, I got three for today. We got some portrait stuff in there, Patron. I feel like I wanted to show note. Might as well cover this because it's not really too much, but it's just, yeah. This is gonna be the big one, so I'm gonna save this one for last. But over here, we saw for Yugoslavia, they're getting some rework, even though they already got content. Which I find interesting because like, assuming that Yugoslavia got content not too long ago. But it is fascinating because, well, just give me one split second. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to double check something real quick. Yeah. I apologize for that pause. Anyway, so yeah, Yugoslavia getting this stuff. Again, we work after already getting this content interesting. I don't know exactly why, but I think it's because of like how it turned out. But anyways, I'm gonna be reading this before we get into the later stuff. Soon after the attack on Stojinovic, definitely butchering these names, I apologize in advance, introduction of the new authoritarian constitution in 1931, the Ojuna Zenit coalition overthrew King Alexander. New government introduced the policy of Yugoslavism. New ruling coalition orchestrated active action against the reactionary nationalists, ensuring these temporary stabilizations regime. 5 years have passed since the effective government of the king was overthrown. The ineffective government. It's time to write a new constitution representing the united will of the people of Yugoslavia. The faction within SJ&K, this is Yugoslavia Nationala Koalicja, definitely butchering these names, are fighting more and more with each other, presenting their own visions of the state. While those Vladimir Dovronkovic, who initially was a factor connecting so many people, begins to present his own vision of the state, which causes aggressive dispute between the three parties with completely different views. Yeah, I think it's going to lead to some interesting. I don't know if it's going to lead to civil war, some like kind of coup going to happen. Stuff we'll start with these two over here and then go up here. Start with Lujubo Letonik, heading the former terrorist organization known as Ojuna, which currently acts as the armed wing of the SJ&K. Then Notik is responsible for putting down a myriad of anti-establishment separatist activities, often accused of being a reactionary or collaborating with the royalists. Letonik sees Yugoslavia as a constitutional republic with partial democracy, unitary government to unite all Slavs as equal. Up next is Dmitry Menshevik, leader of the artistic group known as Zenit, a group which preaches Balkan and barbarity with spiritualism not the same. Inspired by both Italian futurists and Russian Bolsheviks, Zenit and Menshevik aim to kickstart a pan-European revolution, starting with the creation of the Baltic Union. Naturally, many reactionaries find the ideology too strange and accuse it of collaborating with communists, although such accusations are dismissed as unfair by the group. Yeah. So it seems like Leonik is gonna try to establish democracy, at least some form of democracy. But they're gonna go for the Slavic barbarism, which I think was also a path originally. With fucking I can't remember his name. Yeah, there's like Nikola Tesla, and then there's the Barva path. Slavic barbarism. I can't fucking remember the guy's name. I apologize. Yeah, it seems like they're gonna get some changes over here. Or the very least, Yugoslavia is gonna get an expansion to what they have. Cause I still don't know exactly what this is all about. I need to look it up. On like their Discord or on the Reddit or something. That's exactly what this Yugoslav stuff is gonna be. If it's gonna be like a rework or if it's gonna be like an expansion of some things. So I'm getting confused about it. Anyway, we have Vladimir Dovronkovic, the prophet of Yugoslavia, who inspired the radical left and right to unite and proclaim himself a Vats of the southern Slavic people. Above all, he is a pragmatist, wishing to introduce the real intellectual system about social engineering to unite all Yugoslavia under one culture, religion, and one unified Slavic authority. So I'm assuming it's going to be no more pragmatic compared to Mitrinovic with Slavic barbarity, and it's going to be like social engineering. So we look at the Teslans, but a bit different. Yeah. Yugoslavia interesting shit. Kind of curious to see exactly how it's gonna change things. Because again, I'm still iffy on whether this is a rework or a fucking expansion of already existing stuff. I look up exactly. Anyways. Oh yes, we got the portraits for all the fashions, I think. So this is the surrealist, and what the fuck that was? Give me a moment. Yeah, sorry about the chick up. What the dog barking about? So barking at the shit. Anyways, so your boy the patrons part of various factions, as I was saying before. If I remember correctly, these are the civilians, the SFL as you can see here. Altod's little clique. Don't remember if they have an actual name, but I just know them as Altod's clique. And then the Cardinal Lease with Augur. Yeah, so surrealists. And the Cardinal Lease have the most portraits for your boy. And you see, this is a little portrait stuff for whichever comes to the power. I really like this one and this one. They're my personal favorites of all the portraits for your boy Le Patron. And yeah, kind of like to see more about like the French stuff, because we've already seen bits and pieces of it from certain events and some certain things that were teased, but we don't know quite exactly. I mean, we know the start situation in the French, but we don't know like each of the paths and how exactly they can play out. Yeah, very excited for the French rework. Very curious to see how that's gonna turn out, because France is gonna be very different when that rework comes out. Very different. It's not gonna be like wacky as it is now. I know some people like it, but I understand if you don't. But yeah, I don't really care. I like the wacky as well, but very interested to see how this new stuff is gonna be changed with the words to come out. Yeah, I'm trying to if I can see words. So yeah, very exciting. Let me know which one of these portraits you actually like. Actually, so comments below. That's it, real quick. And we got the last one for Alexander Bogdanov. If you remember correctly, he was actually in Belarus as of now, but he's gonna be. He's gonna be in fucking zheltorossiya. Yeah, I forgot where for a moment. Anyway, yeah, he's gonna be in zheltorossiya. So this is one big little tease for him, and also that acceleration icon. I think that's for technocracy. If I remember correctly, fuck. Try to remember. I think they said that this icon over here is technocracy, if I remember. Anyway, Alexander Alexandrovich Bogdanov can be called one of the last true polymaths. A scientist, herald for his innovation in the field of system theories and medicine, successful writer of science fiction, capable engineer, philosopher, and now a visionary leader of the new revolutionary republic of Zheltorossiya. A true intellectual mind behind the steers of the shabby boat meant more in the harbor bright future for our and the stars and even beyond. Being among the founders of the radical Bolshevik faction of the Russian Social Democratic Labor Party, Bogdanov filmed a comment with the now disgraced Vladimir Lenin, accusing the old leader of Kaiserist and authoritarian tendencies. Bogdanov's avant-garde faction of the party slowly took the initiative during the 1905 revolution, slightly transferring the glorified terrorist organization into a carefully designated machine, creating on the principle of rational technocracy, platform for the Russian proletariat relentlessly laboring to throw off the old shackles and create a new industrial and collective culture. Yet Bogdanov didn't see the future of humanity as a question of the way of a great machine for the revolution. A new man will rise, free and powerful, taken from the fullness of life, a real god of this world, to revive humanity while taking glorious conquest of all nature to serve as his will. Breaking the chains of hunger, want, gravity, and even death. Will this crazy alchemy succeed? No wish even one of us walking the earth. Or will the watch dreams be buried in the imperial bayonets, leaving mere rubbles of the new Babel, this modern Nimrod called to pierce the skies? Yeah. Very interesting. Very curious to see how that they're going to take Bogdanov, because it's going to be quite different. compared to his Belarusian photography. So pretty cool photography some stuff. These over here. Let me feed them warm hearts, from some bread. Seeds of the new world of shining hope. Creator of gods, because I think they're part of the whole god building thing. I don't really know much about god builders. I have to look up about that, but I guess one of you talk about it. Tell me about it in the comments. I'll talk about it there. Avoid cold mines, empower the union, turn the credit method, the crucible of socialism, rest your labor, set up the clockwork, and gears in motion. See, I'm gonna be definitely in accelerations. The technocratic variety, so that's gonna be interesting to see. And I think there's another accelerationist as well. There's like one or two others. I can't fucking remember. I think gas dev is still one. I'm pretty sure still one. I don't think they changed his ideology. I think he's still accelerationist, but he's not gonna be like, you know, it's not gonna be like a direct copy of Wii, which was based off of a guy's impression of gas dev. I think the other one I'm thinking about is Mikhail Tukhachevsky, with his neo-pagan socialist Soviet empire, whatever the fuck it was. I think this one. This is what I'm trying to remember. These the other accelerations, anyway. Siege mentality. Peaceful sleep is a work of zheltorossiya. The highly double-headed ego in the West tears itself apart for now. But how long can it take until Kolchak will gather his armies in order them to crush the last bastion between Russia? This ruling omnipresent politics of zheltorossiya, giving way for various radicals, promising a revolutionary revival and destruction of the empire once and for all. For they fear the Democratic government has chosen to loosen the principles and institute an army service for our citizens. Along with arms stockpiled in every town, when they will come, they'll meet every mad woman on the teeth for they struck back at their oppressors. Cool. Here's what we get. There's some left-wing, right-wing support. Interesting. Now is the one heathen freedom. In the West, with this idea of crown now watches you, especially if you read dangerous books that make you dangerous ideas. The purification policies that lay waste in the Pure Academy began to shrink for the Republic. This is influenced to Russian universities, Harvard become the new center of Russian learning culture. And that breeds into Russia. One day might unite all motherland under the flag of freedom. And then we got the railway crash, which is a pretty bad debuff, so pretty alright debuffs, but over here we got the fucking railway crash, which is pretty shit. That shit wing stability, goddamn, that fucking suck. Actually, all of these fucking are horrible, goddamn. Bring them deeper. Anyways, the dependence of the Russian economy and Japan paid its dues in a way more catastrophic than anyone could expect. Sorry. Civil war raging in the land of the rising sun, the mighty Zaibatsu fell down like cardboard towers. The consequences of zheltorossiya for the worst, experiencing a new harvest this year were disastrous. The planet became paralyzed overnight. Thousands lost their jobs, trade became impossible, factories stopped working, the prices of basic utilities rose to the skies. People demanding bread came to the streets to wave of protests emerging the state. The general strike was declared, expressing radical leftist demand against the government, with no doubt married to the ambitious and talented organizer, Alexei Gastev. In this case, the more far-sighted individuals, some would say cynical, see an opportunity. The face of Japanese influence being broken, the reign of the corrupt government may come to an end. We do bright chapter for the Zheltorossian history. The state of revolution. Some pee-pee, shit stability and monthly pop, and some socialist installation support. Interesting. The competitive victory of the revolutionary faction, the RDSRP, with the Orlan, Zheltorossiya was turned its head overnight. The blessing of the new government, the Red Guards under the command of the instructing Alexei Gastev stormed the parliament, declaring the hastily written manifesto announcing the liquidation of the bourgeois Supreme Soviet and submission of all powers into the head of the People's Revolutionary Committee. The most prominent member being Alexander Bogdanov, Maria Spiridonova, as I said, and Gastev himself. The committee has to reign absolute power until stability is restored and a state of affairs based on the principles of socialist democracy is established. This unstable world is resistant for nature's significant capitalists. Some are a total dissolution of the Republic is to come. Or worse, that the people's fist against reaction, which was the apparatus of new totalitarian tyranny. Which I think might be possible for guest div. Although it's not going to be like the right copy of Weird, but yeah. I'm very interested to see the zheltorossiya rework. Along with, you know, French rework and yeah, this is a bunch of reworks really. If this isn't expensive. Yep, I accidentally hit the button. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited for this, and see some more of this shit. I hope I'll see some more of this shit. Because I like doing these teasers. It's very cool to see some interesting shit. Because no one has really been doing redflood teasers. I'm basically the only one that's been doing it. Spread the word around really. To those that are interested in redflood, they'll be doing teasers as well, and not just playing through it a lot. I haven't seen anybody covering these. It's not to my knowledge. Anyways, it's the boy of my knowledge. I'll see you guys later. Bye.